Good morning, this is Dr. Collum. I am here today with two amazing students from Conway Public Schools. I have Aidan Elsinger and Amaya Warren. Aidan is a senior at the high school and Amaya is a junior. And so we're going to get to visit with them today about a couple of things. What they love about being a Wampus Cat and just what they love about this community. And so I'm going to start with Aidan. Aidan, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you doing?
Excellent. Well, man, tell us how long you've been in the Conway Public Schools, and tell me what you love about being a Wampus Cat.
Well, I've been going to Conway since I was in the 4th grade, moved here from Jonesboro, and this has been my favorite system I've ever been in as far as schooling. And I love being a Wampus Cat because there are so many opportunities to be who you are and to display your talents. Being an individual like myself, there are a lot of things I like to do, and I got to do every single thing that I wanted. When I wanted to play sports, I had that opportunity, and then when I decided I wanted to, do theater and all those things, I've been very fortunate to be able to do those things as well. So I think Conway presents every student with lots of opportunities to be themselves and display their talents.
This young man can sing, he can dance, looks like he can still play a little bit of ball. He's got a lot of talent. And we're proud of you, man, and I know you've got great things ahead of you as you get ready to graduate. So what are you looking forward to after you graduate high school?
Well, as I graduate high school, I'm looking forward to just kind of, solidifying my mark on the school district and kind of, really saying that I made the school better than it was when I got there, and, just kind of really solidifying my accomplishments, not so I can say I did such and such, but so other kids can see, I had a classmate 2 grades ahead of me that did this, so I can do it too. That's really important to me to really solidify that and show my peers that, anything's possible. And then as I graduate, I'm just looking forward to going on and continuing to make impacts and make an impact on the world.
We think this is the next Tyler Perry. He's in theater, production. This young man does so many things and he does them well. And so again, we're very proud of you as a Wampus Cat. And so Amaya, you are a junior and you are starting to think about your senior year. Tell me, how long have you been in Conway Public Schools and what do you love about the school district?
I've been in Conway since I was in kindergarten. I started at Carolyn Lewis and went all the way there through 4th grade. And I'm just excited to, I want to be a teacher. So I want to start focusing on that career and go to UCA maybe and major in education.
Let's pause right there and let's remember that. We'll be looking for Amaya when she comes back through. We always need great teachers, and so I'm encouraged to hear that we have students that still want to go on and pursue that as a field and as a profession. So we highly encourage you to do that. We'll be looking for you. So tell me what you enjoy about the community of Conway.
About Conway, I just love the diversity and how no matter where you go, everybody's welcoming to you. No matter if it's at the high school or at your local restaurant, it's like a warm hug.
Awesome. So you're involved in cheer.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that experience and how are you guys doing with cheerleading right now?
I do cheer in school and out of school. And in school, we are starting tomorrow night. We have a performance and we're working on that. And we went to state and we've got 5th place, I think.
Okay.
And it's really fun just having a team and having somebody to bond with. And it's really like a family there. Coach Brown is amazing and all the girls are just amazing. And they're really they made me have some friends. Yeah.
So are you on the ground? I don't know a lot about cheer, but are you on the ground or are you one of those that go flying?
I lift people up.
You lift people up. I bet you do. Well, that's awesome. And Amaya, thank you for sharing that. So guys, we're also getting ready to approach February, which is Black History Month. And that is a very special time, and it's something that we want to celebrate, and it's something that we want to honor. So as a student, tell me what that means to you, and how do you celebrate that here at Conway?
As not only a student, but as an African American myself, it's important to me because it's our opportunity to unapologetically highlight our history, especially in an era where I think there is a attempt for it to be dismissed or to be minimized. And I think, that this is our chance to really make sure that our history is not forgotten, to make sure that it's not altered, and that it remains true, remains vibrant because it is. And I also like how we get an opportunity to not only talk about Martin Luther King and those, traditional Black leaders that we kind of spotlight yearly, but to kind of, pinpoint some of those other stories that we never hear about and make sure that people know about all the great things that have happened in our culture. I think that's really important and special to me.
Aidan, I love that, and I appreciate you highlighting that there are special leaders that we look to and that we recognize. And I think too also that here in the district, you guys are leaders. You're student leaders as you go on to college, as you go on through life. You're picking that torch up and you're carrying that role of leadership with you as well. So I love what you said there. Amaya, what does that mean to you, and how do you celebrate that?
Just by embracing the culture and not only celebrating those figures in history, but celebrating the people who are around you, like our staff members, family, and every African American, like and just letting them know that not only are you there for them, but everything that we've been through and are celebrating Black History Month.
I love it. You guys are awesome, and appreciate you sharing that. Tell us about someone, if you can for a minute. Think about an influential person, leader, relative, teacher maybe, someone that really inspired you to do what you're doing today. And how's that changed your view on what you do and where that path leads you to be a leader yourself? So, Aidan, do you have that person?
Well, yeah, to piggyback off what she said, of course, we all have those big influential people, like you mentioned, Tyler Perry, a big influence for me. We have those big people, but I think on a smaller scale, nobody's more influential to me than my own mother and father. Just to see, where they came from, to see where they are now. My parents weren't granted any opportunities. They didn't have a lot of scholarships or anything like that, but they went to school, and got jobs and made sure that they did everything they could for not only themselves, but for their children as well. And my mom just got her doctorate a month or so ago.
That's awesome.
And she's continuing to progress. So both of them are very influential to me, to not only be good parents and to achieve things in the workplace, but also just to be good people and to strive to be the best that they can be. So they're more than influential to me personally.
That's great, man. I appreciate that. Amaya, how about you?
I would also say both of my parents, because they really are there for me and no matter what, and they worked really hard to get me to where I am and have me be so and have me have so much stuff that I have today. And they worked really hard no matter all the stuff that they've been through. They're growing up, and I really am thankful for that.
That's awesome. And final question. I got to ask you this because we've got a lot of Wampus Cats watching, and you guys have been Wampus Cats for a long time. You're getting ready to walk across the stage here in a couple months. You've got another year or so, but it's coming, and this time is going to go by very quickly. But what has it meant to you to be a Wampus Cat? And what are some final thoughts that you would share with younger students and future Wampus Cats?
I would just say that, I think it's important to take this time to really figure out or start thinking about who you are and what you enjoy, and knowing that so many of the things that we stress about in high school are very temporary and long-term status. And I think we should try to put more of an emphasis on looking at what's important and what really matters. Like, developing how you go into relationships, as far as friendships and, partners and things like that. I think it's important to really focus on what's important and figure out what's important and not lean so much towards other things that aren't. And I wish I had done that a little bit earlier in my high school career, kind of focused in a little bit better. And I think once you do that, you can progress further and faster.
I'll tell you, man, if you're figuring that out now in high school, you're miles ahead where most of us adults were. It took some of us years and years to figure it out, even through college. And so your focus and your leadership, man, is going to take you a lot of places. So thank you for sharing that. Amaya, what does it mean to be a Wampus Cat to you, and final words to these future Wampus Cats?
Being a Wampus Cat, the community here in Conway in general is so strong, and really to me it just is how you're going to leave your mark on it. No matter if you're leaving Conway or staying in Conway, it's important to me that everybody here has a mark and knows that they are welcome here. That's
awesome. And I want to say and finish with a quote that I think about often when I think about our leaders in the district and I think about our students. You've heard John Maxwell, his name a lot. He's a famous author, but one of his famous quotes is that everything rises and falls on leadership. And I am so encouraged by these two students today. They encourage me to rise. They encourage me to want to embrace challenges. And I can tell you, you can look at both of them and know and listen to them and hear. They're going to be incredible leaders, and the future is very bright for them. And so thank you guys for tuning in as we share this moment with two of our wonderful students. And we'll talk to you again soon as we celebrate February and as we also begin to celebrate a lot of other things around the district with diversity and all of the things that we do to work with our students. Thank you. We'll talk to you again soon.